the way in which we talk about trade derives in some sense from an earlier period. I think it's tempting to say it derives from a 19th century model where rich countries imported raw materials, manufactured cotton textiles out of them, for instance, and then sold those throughout the world. And you had a clear identification of country with product, with position in the value chain, a clear mapping of nations and commodities and industries onto the global map and onto a clear understanding of the division of labour. That is not the world that we any longer inhabit. The largest exporter of cars from the United States is BMW. Almost all cars in the United States are manufactured out of a very large percentage of imported parts. The most American of all vehicles, the Ford F-150, has barely half its components manufactured in the United States. So if you buy one of those cars, you're expressing your commitment to 100% Americanism, but you're in fact spending your dollars all over the world economy as the money leaks out through the supply chain. So that idea that there are discrete national economic entities that, as it were, relate to each other, either in a complementary way through supply chains or more aggressively in the form of national competition, is quite fundamentally obsolete at this moment. There aren't that many industries in which it's easy to identify where the specific national interest actually lies. There's a deep cognitive dissonance in thinking about international trade at the current moment, in which the benefits actually derive from forms of integration which no longer squarely map onto national economic units. And yet we continue to discuss international trade as though America was running a trade imbalance with China, whereas in fact what's going on is, Apple, for instance, organising the entire production of its iPhone in China out of components which it ships to China from all over East Asia.